And once we decided that we're going to be moving forward and financing starts rolling, it's really important that, the next step is I'm going to be sending your entire purchase agreement over to a title company. And we kind of use the terms title or closing kind of interchangeably, but we have Andy from Ancona Title, a local wonderful title company. It's been around for how many years now?
Since 2000, so we're gone 20 years now we've been serving the Twin Cities.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Andy, and what you do and why it's important to have, title insurance and what a title company does.
It's a very misunderstood part of the process of having title insurance. First of all, title insurance is required by law, so the lender must have a title policy. There's two types of policies. There's a lender's policy and an owner's policy. And I'll get into those details a little bit later, but those are the two pieces that are part of the equation in title. Now, what does it do? So title insurance is something that's very misunderstood. Unlike your traditional insurance, like your insurance for your car, insurance for your home, that's insuring the future. Title insurance is insuring the past. And what we do as a title company is we look at county records, state records, and we review the history of that property. We can go back 30, 40 years and to find out if there are judgments, if there are issues with that property. Are there old mortgages that haven't been paid? Was there a divorce? Was there a transfer of ownership? And it's our job to clean those things up, because bottom line is when we go to the closing table, the borrower wants a clean title.
That's right.
And that's what we do. And so what's the difference between an owner's policy and a lender's policy? Well, first of all, cost. An owner's policy may only cost you about $100, and you only pay that once for the life of the loan. Same with the lender's policy. So what does that do for the owner? Well, let's say that I had a situation on Lake Vermilion where a person built a $750,000 home, and they were in the process of building it, and the next door neighbor came forward with a piece of paper that said they had first right of refusal on that property.
Boy.
Now, title insurance covers what's on record and what's not on record. So this was just a piece of paper. And so the title insurance, title company paid that next door neighbor and settled with that individual.
Wow.
So it wasn't a problem for the owner.
I don't even think I knew that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know undisclosed mortgages, maybe fraud, for instance, like someone who sold a property and they had a spouse and they brought someone else in, maybe.
Well, there's all kinds of issues that can come up. We call that chain of title defect, where ownership may or may not be transferred. You can have a quit claim document, but it was never recorded with the county. Does that make that quit claim not of any value? No, it is a legal document, and we'll honor that and we'll correct those things.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to closing, what we do as a title company is not only do we fix all these issues and clean everything up, but we come to the closing table, we're meeting with the buyer and the seller, not necessarily at the same time.
Yeah, especially with COVID now.
Yep. But we're the ones that are going to be issuing the checks to the realtor. We're going to be issuing the checks to the seller. We're going to be having all the documents signed and notarized, and then we record them with the county. So everything is taken care of, and
Legally
people have,
and accurately.
Right, they'll have peace of mind.
Absolutely.
That they've got clean ownership of their land.
Oh, that's wonderful. I always tell home buyers that, like for instance, if you're buying a car, you get the car title, you can see right away, is there a lien on this title or not? With a house, it's, many times homes are hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many times they change hands multiple times. So it's important to make sure that, any old mortgages are paid off. Say someone like a contractor had done some work and they weren't paid. You don't want to close on your home. You get a knock at the door and say, hey, I did some work on the roof and I never got paid, so you owe me money, right? And in that case, our title company would step right in and address that issue, as long as you were smart and bought title insurance at closing.
Owner's policy, absolutely.
Yeah, it's an owner's policy, of course. The lender is going to definitely require one because they want their interests, of course, protected as well. So thank you so much, Andy.
Well, it's
really
my pleasure.
appreciate
Thank you so much for
today.
having me.